podcast. Here we are. This is another episode of Canadian Talk, episode 142. So today we got a guest on. He's actually from my city for once. Ben Couvier. Frenchman?
No, kind of.
Yeah, you got a French. Isn't Couvier a French name?
Couvier, I guess. Yeah, it sounds French for sure.
Yeah.
Growing up.
Wait, before we go into a story. So, to any of those young would-be podcasters out there, Ben came here today. We did this podcast. We had it scheduled for tomorrow, but we did it a day early because he had a flight come up because you're going to New York for some reason. Because you're probably rich as fuck somehow, but and you've got this trip coming up, and rather than us pushing the podcast, you're like, let's fucking do it at 9:30 a.m. I haven't woken up this early in like 4 years. So if you don't have commitment out there, you would be podcasters, don't even give it a go, because there's guys out here like this who are 6'7", about willing to do anything to get their podcast going. But anyway, yeah. No,
it's
man.
Either day
you're here.
one or 1 day, guys. So
Yeah.
figure it out there.
So yeah, thanks for coming on Canadian Talk, man. Yeah.
No worries.
I don't know much about you, but I know that what I know about you is that you started a podcast. It's called Noise Room. And, you know, it just seems like you're doing everything right. Like, you didn't care too much about this little thing or that little thing. Like, what kind of a camera do I need? What kind of a website do I need? What's a whatever? You just fucking went for it. You're like, content first, let's go.
Yeah.
And I love that about the show. I see you have a couple episodes, like 5 episodes.
Yeah. So it started out as called the White Noise Podcast. And,
Yeah, I saw that. You guys changed the name?
Yeah, changed the name because...
People probably
I don't
thought
know.
that was like for horror movies or...
I don't know. I don't know. I think I got a super, like, I don't know how to lightly put that. Like, my mom, I guess, kind of was always reminding me thinking that, oh, like, I don't know, is that racist? Is that, like, racist at all? I'm like, no, I don't know. When I first was trying to name it. So yeah, for whatever reason, right?
Maybe.
See, like, and
But
less
you know what,
people-
though? Andrew Santino's podcast... do you know Andrew Santino?
Yeah.
He's a podcaster. His new special is called White Noise.
Yeah.
So there's some good co-branding for you. Honestly, man, I wouldn't let your mom scare you away from it. I would stick with the White Noise. I like that title kind of.
Some people are like, I've had the comment from like 3 or 4 people. I'm good, actually, thanks. I've had like 3 or 4 people mention it, but that's kind of why I was like, I think what I'm gonna do is change it to Noise Room. But then I went out a couple times and ran into people who were like, oh, the podcast, and they're like, why would you change the name? I like the old name.
Yeah. No, that is a good name.
Yeah.
And I swear, like, there's probably other podcasts named Noise Room. That might be the issue. Like, we're not going to get too inside baseball here on the pod today, but like, did you trademark anything? Did you do anything? No.
So,
do you have the whatever you call it, the internet, the URL? Like, do you own the
No.
What the fuck do they call that when you
Like just the
own
website?
yeah, the website, but what do they call that? The address? No.
I think the URL.
The URL?
I don't really know, but to be honest, no. So I started the show in 2018. We did about 14 episodes, and it was popping off. It was getting a lot more views than I'm getting even now, but it was going good. And what we did was live episodes. So it was 2018. I wasn't listening to podcasts at all. I don't know, but I was like 17 years old.
Yeah.
To be honest,
That's when I started listening to pods too. But all there was back then was Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
You know, maybe there was some other weird ones, but the only really good ones was Joe Rogan.
Yeah.
So
I don't know. Like, it was kind of interesting. Like, I felt like we were almost like doing something that not many people were doing at the time.
that's what it felt like when I started this show 8 years ago.
Yeah.
But then now everybody's doing it. And they're like, what's annoying is that you rolled up in a BMW. Because the fucking left will come at us and they'll go, podcast, it's just the rich white boys starting all these podcasts, pushing their right-wing ideologies, naming it fucking white supremacy podcast or whatever. And it's like, I hate that we both fit that bill a little bit. So they're like annoyingly right, but yeah.
That's where the white noise thing came for me. It was like, all I need is to start talking about some of the things that I actually believe for the whole left side to start coming at me, and then also be like, oh, well, you know, your name's White Noise, so it's fitting. Like, like you're
Yeah,
just a white supremacist.
Well,
like.
for sure. Yeah, it does.
But that's not even how it is. So for me, my whole podcast is trying to just like have interesting conversations with interesting people who are like outside of the box, or whether they maybe are inside the box but they're outstanding in their field. So stuff like that. But so we did the white noise for, it was like 4 months, and it was popping off. It was going really good. We did like 14 episodes, and then just completely stopped. We just never did it for like 6 or 7 years.
Yeah.
So every time I'd go home, because I'm actually from Manitoba.
Okay.
But I've lived here for about 2 years now. And,
do you know what episode, like, God, this was so many years ago, episode like 1 of this podcast was named something along the lines of like, at least we're not in Manitoba.
yeah.
If you go back to like episode 1 of my show, I know it's not any better. I'm just saying. It's funny to have a guy here on episode 141 from Manitoba when I was chirping Manitoba on episode 1 of mine. So you did actually quite a few episodes when you were pretty young, like a young teen. That's a little young to be like doing a podcast. You might say something crazy, or I guess you can always try to wipe it, but then there's that like Matan guy who's 18 or whatever, and his podcast is huge.
Yeah.
You know that like Russian guy or whatever, who long hair and. Oh, you don't know that pod?
No.
He's like 18.
That, I guess like whatever your age is whatever, just depending on what you're saying. When we were doing it, the thing that we were doing was shotgunning beers all the time. And it was like, okay, like we're not even of age to be drinking, so this is a little much right now. And I was like, okay, we're gonna amp this up even more.
Oh my God, dude! Yeah, that's wild.
And then
wild.
And so I was like, okay, season 2 is coming. So it took us 7 years to turn off. So to go from season 1 to season 2 is just a 7-year break. So that wasn't great.
I don't like the season style. You know.
Yeah,
so
like,
how many episodes would you say you've done in your life of podcasts? And like growing up, were you like a performer, or what were you doing when you were growing up?
Yeah. Okay. So first question is, we did like probably 14 episodes, I'd say, and that was September and November of 2018. So I was 17 years old. Like
14 episodes in 2 months.
Yeah.
Shotgunning beers.
Like
that sounds like a good time.
Yeah. Like we were just in high school, had no jobs, so we were just cranking beers.
And making sure that you don't get any jobs in the future with shit like that.
Yeah.
And then, would you say you've done 20 episodes total in your life of podcasting?
So we did those 14, and then 7 years later, now we've done 5 or 6 more episodes, and then the guests that we've had.
Any returning guests from?
Yeah. So episode 1 was a returning guest. It was pretty funny.
Nice.
And back in the day, in 2018, me and him boxed each other on the show.
No way.
Shotgunning beers, and then we threw on the headgear and the gloves. And
is there a way that I can get a hold of a clip of that, and then we'll tag it in right here?
I could probably ask. He might have a clip. I don't have a clip. I know.
Oh, by that I feel like you didn't win. You didn't win. I feel like.
Yeah. I never saved the clips of me getting knocked out. But
you didn't get beat up bad, did you? You guys just said stop when you were done.
No, I'd say that I won.
But there you go.
He was also 2 years younger than me. It was all his idea, but yeah, it was hilarious. What we did was, it was me and a co-host. His name was Colton, and we did a vote on the Instagram. It was like, who should box the guests today? I just thought that was pretty funny.
No, that is funny, dude. So wait, so you've been kind of, because you're only 24, right?
Yeah.
So you've been into social media kind of your whole life. It's like a thing, like you do votes on there and do all that kind of a thing. Like you're like a social media guy.
Like, I wish. Like, I only have like 1,000 followers, but I haven't been trying. But so I actually, when I was 18, after all the podcasts, graduated high school, and I went and played junior hockey for 4 years.
Oh, you're a hockey player.
And when I was doing that, I was making some TikToks, just like not even trying, just kind of throwing them out there, and they were getting likes. So I've always kind of thought like, fuck, I wonder if I actually tried to do something in social media, then if I could succeed or not and actually do it. Like, I think that I'm naturally good at it. Where I struggle is seeing you do the laptop with the mics and doing the editing and the camera, and that's where I'm
the
like,
tech stuff.
Like,
editing,
yeah. So
totally, man.
I can have like the vision, but But yeah, so I've never been someone who's had a ton of followers and a ton of like. But when we did do the podcast for 2 months in 2018, it was popping off. We would go to like Winnipeg and go play baseball, and random people who we've never met, they'd be fans of the show and would come up to us. So that was like a kind of a weird moment too, even where it was like, oh, I'm 17, this is starting to go off. So that was where I was ready to let's fucking ramp this rate up.
Yeah.
My co-host was not feeling the same way. He was like, let's just chill out, like, you know.
Was he a hockey player as well?
Not as much as I was, but yeah, he played a little bit of hockey.
Where'd you play junior?
I played all over the place. I played in
bounced around a bit.
Yeah, I played in Ontario, by like Sudbury. It's called a town called Espanola.
Okay.
I have some crazy stories about playing hockey there.
Dude.
I could tell, but
yeah.
I don't know. They're kind of long though. I don't know if you want to get into it right now.
Well, let's hear. We could hear your best one.
Fuck.
I played. Wait, did you play?
Let's tell the story. Okay, so me and my roommate. Maybe I just won't say. Yeah, my roommate Toffoli. So
okay, you sure you want to say the name?
Me and Toffoli were just laughing. We're in the basement, and we always just chilled in this basement of this house that we lived in. It was like,
is it a billet house?
An old couple, billet house. So the billet house, they like take care of you or whatever, and then so we're in the basement hanging out, and Toffoli goes on Tinder. And makes a fake account that was like very clearly fake, like a famous person's photos from Google. Like it was like super fake. And he goes on there and he's like, I'm gonna see who all the guys on the team who I can match with on the hockey team.
Oh my god.
So our teammates. So he's like, fuck, like I matched with this guy, I matched with that guy. He's like, how the fuck do they not know this is fake? Like, and then they're messaging like, what's up? So we get the house that we live in. They always house 4 players every year. They've been a billet house for like 15 years, whatever. So
yeah.
They house 4 players every year. So we got one player who'd left, and a new player moved in. So he's like, he's from like Quebec. He's like, check this out, man. Fuck, got this girl, man. We're all like, oh yeah. He's like, fuck, she matched me. I think I should be texting her. We're like, yeah. Text her, yeah. So he's texting her, and then he's like, we're literally sitting on the couch across from each other, texting each other. He thinks that it's this fucking girl.
Oh my god.
So we're like fucking with him, like pulling a prank on him. And he's like, oh my god, man, she's saying to come to Tim Hortons and come and hang out with her.
So you tricked him into a Tim Hortons date?
He's fucking getting dressed straight up, like cologne, nicest outfit. He comes out, what do you boys think? We're like, yeah, looks good, man. He's like, okay, man, she's on her way. She's left Tim Hortons, though. She just said, come to my house. So we call our, like, goalie. Call the one goalie on our team who's, like, a big boy. And we're like, fuck, so-and-so is, we're going to give him your address. And just tell him to come right upstairs into your room. And he's like, okay, yeah, tell him. And then we're like, hey, text us your address. So he texts the address. And we're like, fuck, okay, so... Like, yeah, like, come see me, this is my address, like, I'm so excited to meet you. And he thinks that he's like, so he's like,
oh my god,
a couple squirts of cologne, let's fucking go, boys, yeah.
That's hilarious.
So he goes, and we're like, we know that he's in a white Honda Civic, right? So, like, we live with this
so
guy.
the big goalie boy is there, and then all the other boys went over to this house too. When he comes in.
We never went to the house too.
Oh, okay.
We actually were just laughing, just fucking as he's driving away. But we knew he's in a Honda Civic. We're like, yeah, text us when you're here. So he gets to this house, texts us, right? Because he fucking whatever.
Probably panicked when he got the text from her saying, hey, come up to my room.
Yeah, he's like, yeah, like, I don't know, like, this is weird, man. She's just saying to come up to my room. I'm like, yeah, it is weird, but yeah, fuck, that's whatever, man. Don't worry about it. He's like, okay. Yeah. We're like, yeah, she was partying with us last year. You know what I mean?
But there you go. Got him interested there.
So he's like, "Hey, I'm here." Text the girl, "I'm here." We text him back like, "White Honda Civic?" Question mark. He's like, "Yep." Like, "Okay, come inside." He's like, "Fuck." Like, "Can you come to the door?" He's like, "Oh, just come to my room."
Oh no.
So this is where the story gets fucked.
Oh no.
So he's like, goes inside the house. Turns out the goalie sent the complete wrong address to us. So we're fucking sent this guy to a random house and then told him to just go inside. So he's fucking... So I have the video on my phone of him coming home and telling the story to us. But all of a sudden he calls us. He's like, "Man, what the fuck? Fucking guy, I just go inside. I just hear Reynolds going on downstairs. And he's like, I fucking go inside. I'm like, hello?
Thank God he didn't get shot or anything.
That's what I mean. So,
holy fuck, dude. That is the funniest prank ever.
This guy comes upstairs. This old man, this poor old man. Fuck, poor guy. We sent this guy to his house. Comes and he's like, "Who are you?" And the fucking French guy's like, "I'm good. Like, how are you?" Like, he's like, "What are you doing in my house?" And he was like, "She told me to come in." And he's like, "Who the fuck is this girl? Like, what are you talking about?" And he's like, "She said she lives with her grandpa." Like, fuck.
It's funny that it's like a 2-layered prank because technically the goalie pranked all of you guys by giving you the wrong address.
Yeah, I was choked. I was like, fuck. Like, that could have went so good.
That could have went bad.
Would have been hilarious. What we were picturing is the goalie, like, being in bed and he opens the door and then it's the fucking big ass, one of our big buddies. Like,
that's what like, you think would have happened. But, like, what if there was a family in there and just terrified, like, a housewife or something?
So... we're all laughing. We think it's hilarious. We're like, fuck, we feel bad. So he comes back to our house, and we didn't even tell him that it was us, but we're just laughing, and he's telling us the whole story, and he's like, what the fuck? Like,
but did you eventually tell him it was you guys?
Then we told him after, like, half an hour of him still telling us the story. And then he's like, "Oh, my God, like, what the fuck?" So he thought it was hilarious. And he was a rookie, and we were all, like, aging out, so we were older.
Yeah, time to pull some pranks.
Yeah, kind of thing.
Yeah, I totally get it.
He thought it was hilarious.
Yeah.
So the story's still going, but we go to the rink, talking to the trainer. Usually you can just trust your trainers with anything, tell them whatever story. So I tell him this whole fucking story, and he's just laughing the whole time. "Oh yeah, blah blah blah. That's hilarious. All of a sudden, our head coach comes in. Practice is fucking. Or what does he say? Is like, we're having a team meeting right fucking now.
Oh no.
We're like, oh God. So we're all sitting in our stalls. He just walks in and he's like, "I'm fucking furious at you and at you." Pointing at me and Toffoli. We're like, oh God. And he's like, "You fucking send a fucking guy who hasn't even played a single game with us to a random fucking house and blah blah blah." And he's like, "What the fuck?" And then he was like, "Where do you want to go?" And he was like, "Fucking Junior B in Saskatchewan or fucking Fort Francis." I'm just like, holy fuck. I'm like, Saskatchewan, I guess? And he's like, "Yeah, well, pack your fucking bags." And I'm like, assistant captain of this team. Everyone's like, I'm like one of the boys, like, so everyone's looking like, holy fuck, like he's getting.
Is he being serious?
Yeah. So.
That story just got kind of sad.
Freaking out on everyone, and then he looks at Toffoli and he's like, "You're getting fucking traded to Sudbury." Like,
no way.
Holy fuck. So everyone's like choked. So I'm like, everyone's looking at me. Like, he leaves the room. Everyone's looking at me. Fucking 2 guys come up to me and they're like, "Are you like still practicing?" Like, and I was like, I'm like, yeah, at this point I'm like choked. I'm like, oh yeah, I don't fucking know if I'm practicing now. Like, so I'm like, fuck this. So I go into his room. I go into the coach's office, and I'm like, what the fuck? And he's like, "What do you mean, what the fuck?" Like, he's like, "Are you fucking serious, man? Like,
it's just a
after
prank.
you just did that, man?" And
it's not a big deal.
And then he starts bringing up other stuff that I did earlier in the season where I like messed up too. And then I start thinking like, oh, maybe he's not, maybe he's not too far off here.
Still though, to let go of your A like that, like for him to just lose his a good player on his team like that over a prank.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter. Like I don't know what else you could have done. Like That's wild to just get booted off a team, bro.
So
holy shit.
I think so he's like, yeah, you're fucking practicing. Like, you're obviously fucking practicing. And I'm like, well, it's not that fucking obvious. Like,
yeah, it's not.
You just told the whole fucking team that you're trading me to fucking Junior B in Saskatchewan, for fuck's sakes.
Yeah.
And he's like, well, you're fucking practicing. And I'm like, well, so I fucking like slammed the door of his office.
Is the thought in Ontario that they think that like their hockey is better than Saskatchewan?
It was just like he just wanted to try and be like, I'm gonna send you back to this, to like your little town that
that's where you're from here?
So I'm from a little small town in Manitoba.
Oh, okay.
But I think that he had never even heard of Junior. There isn't even Junior B really in Manitoba.
Yeah, because I was gonna say like Junior B here is pretty good. Like I'd put any Junior B team against kind of a sloughed Junior A team in the East any day.
Yeah.
Like, per capita, the West in Canada produces more NHL players than anywhere in the world.
Yeah.
This is the best hockey. Like, I play senior hockey right now. It's fucking high level, dude.
Yeah.
It's annoyingly high level.
Yeah.
Like, I haven't played for a few years. Like, I'm actually just getting back into this new team that we started in the Saskatchewan Western Hockey League. It's a senior league.
Yeah.
We get paid to play, but it's sweet.
Yeah.
But, like, it's high level. Dude, we played, like, 4 games this season. Our goals against and goals for were like 40 to like 5.
Really?
Every game we've lost like 10-1.
Oh, I thought you were going to say you won every game.
No, we're a new team. We're a new team,
Yeah.
but we're getting wrecked. And I don't really know what to do about it. Dude, I'm not going to lie to you.
Blocking shots like hardcore boys.
Yeah. I honestly, I love the story. I just feel like that last part.
So, okay, so this is the actual ending right here. So,
yeah.
So he's like, yeah, you're obviously fucking practicing. I was like, well, this wasn't that fucking obvious. Like, what are you talking about? So, anyways, I go back in the dressing room and I start putting my gear on, and I'm like fuming. Like, I just got embarrassed by all the boys. None of the boys are pissed, but the staff is pissed. And
everybody should have stood up for you.
And nobody said anything. So, and then I was like, fuck, like whatever. But then they're coming up to me and they're all like, man, this sucks. This fucking sucks. And I'm like, fuck this. I'm like, fucking putting my gear on. They're like, you're practicing still? I'm like, well, fuck. I went in the office and he said, yeah, you're obviously fucking practicing. So I get on the ice and I'm like, can't even really like actually warm up. Like, you do your few laps, you shoot around before practice starts, and I'm fucking like just
probably tense,
so mad, and I'm just stretching. So I guess it's like kind of important to mention too. Like, I was just a pure fighter when I played. Like,
oh no way!
Yeah, like I fought all the time.
Okay.
Like that season, I had like before Christmas, it was like 16 games played. I had like 8 fights. So I was fighting every second game, and
that's awesome.
Our head coach was a pure fighter too. He played like 11 years pro as a fighter. So, and me and him just got in a huge screaming match. And so I'm skating around the ice, and I'm just stretching, and I'm just fucking like staring at him. To be honest, I'm just fucking choked because he just told me that he's fucking trading me, and that I'm obviously going on the ice. So I'm like, fuck you. Like, I'm just staring at him while I'm stretching, like giving him the daggers. And then he's like, so then I get around and start shooting around, and he's like, what, are you gonna fucking hit me? Are you gonna hit me? That's what he's saying to me. I'm like, holy fuck, buddy. Like, I turn around, I'm like, do you want me to fucking hit you? And then he's like, come here, Couv, come here. I'm like, holy fuck, like, and then he's like, come on, give me a hug. Give me a hug. I'm like, fuck off. Like, he's like, come on, give me a hug. I'm like, I fucking skate close enough so that he can give me a hug. And he's like, I'm not fucking trading you. I'm not fucking trading you.
Oh, thank God.
I'm like, what are you fucking talking about?
Dude, you took me on a roller coaster there. Oh, thank God.
It's fucking funny. I'm like,
that
what
is.
are you talking about? Fuck. He's like, I had to fucking make an example there. You can't be doing stupid shit like that.
Yeah.
I'm like, fuck, like, whatever, man.
Holy crap. All I gotta say, I think that might be the single best story that's ever been told on this podcast in 8 years.
Funny.
Thank you for that story. I'm clipping that. I'm putting it online.
Yeah, clip that for me so I can send that to
I didn't interrupt too much, I don't think. Holy fuck, that's unreal. You literally took me on a roller coaster, you fuck. You didn't give me any indication you were bringing it back around. Man, yeah, so did you play... Okay, I got so many questions. So, pretty good junior player. Did you play midget AAA?
So...
Did you play Sask first? Or no, I guess in Manitoba, what do you have that's equivalent for our World Junior?
It's midget AAA in Manitoba.
And then what about for the World Junior tryouts? Do you guys have... We have Sask first, and it's like an array of tryouts that gets you... Is it called Sask first in Manitoba too?
It's called... I think it's called Director's Cup.
Director's Cup, and that's you qualify top 60, top 40, and then they send you to Ontario for the fucking World Juniors.
Yeah.
That's what you guys do there?
Like the.
Did you guys ever make that or?
No, I was never on team.
I guess you're a fighter. Yeah, you're a fighter, hey dude.
Yeah. Like,
so how many fights have you been in your hockey career? I'm not a fighter. I'm a speed guy and a shooter.
Yeah.
And, like I'm a forward. What's your position? Are you forward?
Forward, yeah.
Okay.
So I was my A game was getting 7 or 8 good solid big hits every game.
Hitter.
And laying guys out and getting coincidental penalties. And
yep.
Every year that I can remember from Bantam on, I would have been leading the league in penalty minutes and leading the league in fights and stuff like that. So
yeah.
I played in the
so
PJ
you were fighting
year.
even when you're like a kid and it wasn't like allowed. You were fighting.
Yeah, like
get the game misconduct shit.
Not fighting a ton maybe, but like
scrums,
laying guys out, getting in scrums. Yeah, I loved Mighty Ducks.
Are your teeth fake? You've got great teeth. Are they all still intact?
I have all my teeth.
Thank God.
But I have like
some
half
fake
8
ones.
or 9 stitches in my mouth and in my lips.
Oh yeah.
Getting high sticked and getting punched. And
okay.
My nose barely works anymore. Like
no way.
I broke it a few times. I got sucker punched one time bad. Like I got slashed hard and I looked at the ref. I was like, what the fuck was? And then boom! I didn't even finish my sentence. Bro dropped his glove and just fucking.
That's gross,
just
man.
Just knocked me out, but yeah, just bent me hard straight in the nose. And
that's so dirty to sucker punch in hockey like that.
Yeah.
When you drop, if you're gonna sucker punch, at least leave your glove on.
Yeah,
like, do you know that time when Tutu, fucking glove on, knocked out that one older NHL player?
No,
dude, it's like if you're gonna sucker a guy, leave your glove on. You know, like, oh, that's
Remember
gross.
the old gloves, man? Like.
Not really. What do you mean?
Like just like. The older gloves,
like they were heavier
gloves,
and like
heavy
plastic
and
in there.
Plastic.
True. Then maybe not with that glove, but like
those
you know what I'm
gloves
saying.
were like ranked though.
Yeah.
Like I just remember the big boy gloves.
It's different. And then Warrior changed the game. Dude started wearing lacrosse gloves out there on the ice and just fucking, you know, and then the other glove companies had to keep up.
Yeah.
I mean, we got to make these things lighter.
Yeah.
You know, better.
Yeah.
But yeah.
So I never played much AAA midget or I played.
So do you have like concussions? Lots of concussions? You got CTE or what, bro? How's that ticker
Can you
going?
tell or what?
How's the ticker doing?
Yeah, I've had a lot of concussions. I had to call it a career after all the concussions I was playing.
So yeah, you're a performer, man. You're a fighter. That's awesome, dude.
Yeah,
Good for you, man.
That's funny. Yeah. That was my favorite part. Like so.
Yeah, I'm terrified of fighting.
Yeah.
Like, you know, so I've had multiple occasions dudes just fight for me.
Right.
And it's like, okay, you know, thanks.
Yeah.
You know, and
thanks,
I oh man. I don't know though.
When the boys fight for
yeah,
you,
like I've gotten into one fight, but it wasn't that long and it didn't go that well. So it's like, I don't like to do it. And if guys threaten me to fight, I just go the other way. So.
My first ever fight was against the guy who played like 240 games in the SJ. And he was 21 and I was 18, just turned 18. And I cross-checked him. He cross-checked me back. I fucking cross-checked him again.
Yeah.
He like insta-shedded me like quick.
Oh.
Next thing you know, it was like bang, gloves are off. And I wore like 2 punches before I had the gloves off.
Oh.
And then I'm like down like this and I'm just like bang, 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 getting smoked for like 5 or 6 times.
Yeah.
Then I finally fucking reached back from like 2 postal codes over.
Yeah.
And fucking
you land a good one?
And just completely missed, fell.
Oh no.
Fucking,
yeah, that's how they end a lot of
times.
times.
He knocked me on my back and then I thought the fight was over because we hit the ice. And then it was like bang, bang. I took like 3 more while we were on the ice. I was like, holy fuck, that was a good, introduction.
Dude, holy shit.
First fight ever, first junior fight. Like, you know, you go from wearing a cage to a visor, and it's like
you don't realize.
Right,
I remember the first time I started wearing a visor, and I was just taking the puck wide like I do, and I just got bumped in an awkward way
on the chin.
Sent my face right into the fucking glass. You know, visor down into the nose. Just fucked me up. And it's like, okay, well, I guess I got to start taking hits differently now that I don't have the cage. I didn't realize how much I depended on kind of just my head can hit the wall and the cage is there. Fine, I'll just fucking let it hit. Yeah. Can't do that anymore. Yeah. You know?
Like, I don't, like, so you play junior now and half the kids have cages, half the kids don't. It's like you're wearing a visor and it's tough. You got a kid out there in the cage on and he's like chirping.
It's like, what are you going to do to him?
Like,
yeah.
Yeah,
and then we'll do helmets off fight.
And it's like, let's see, like, let's see how much you run your mouth when you're wearing a visor, and all I have to do is just pop you quick. Yeah. And it's gonna ring your bell a little bit. Like if I just hit you quick in the jaw, just in front of the net.
You know what I'm surprised about? That there's not more, because hockey chirping is so funny. Like I'm surprised that there isn't more guys nowadays, like guys coming up that did what you did, but like they mic up. Like I'm not sure if the coaches wouldn't allow it, but I mean really just do it discreetly. You could do it and nobody would know really. Yeah. And just kind of, you could cast your chirps. You could I'm surprised there's not a famous Canadian guy. I know, right? But like I'm surprised there's a guy who hasn't like gotten famous off it yet. Yeah. You'd think, because it's fucking hilarious. Yeah. I mean, that's what that Shoresy show is about, right? That's good shit.
Shoresy's hilarious. So Shoresy, funny thing about Shoresy is I played in that rink, like that rink that they play in. I played in that rink. Yeah, I got in a scrap in that rink too. Like me and Toffoli got in a scrap in that rink.
Oh, that's cool. Was Toffoli the other fighter on the team?
No, Toffoli was not a fighter, and he'd laugh. He might even listen to this. He's one of my best buddies, so. Like
shout out to Foley.
Shout out to Toffoli. He's fucking gonna. I'm gonna tell him that I told that story.
Mm-hmm. So he'll watch. Yeah.
So Toffoli, super skilled. He ended up even practicing in the OHL for a little bit, and he's like a 6'4" defenseman with hands. Thing about Toffoli is like being in Western Canada. He's from Ontario. He's from Toronto. And he's from Cake Eater area in Toronto, you know. So he's like not getting in the corner hard.
Oh, I see what you mean.
He'd be one of those guys who could smoke guys. Yeah. But he'd rather toe drag and everything, which is fine. But I think as a 6'4" D man, like you gotta use.
You gotta be gritty. Yeah, you gotta be gritty.
Yeah, you can.
Yeah, for sure. Okay, so anyway, man, that's good. That's hockey. That's hockey. I didn't realize we were gonna talk hockey so much, but that's awesome. We got so much more to talk about with that. But I want to hear more about this whole podcasting thing, because I think you might be in like a one-on-one battle against CTE here with podcasting, because podcasting and this kind of thing is like so good for the brain and all that kind of shit, you know. And I'm lucky enough. I think I've only got.
I thought you were just chirping me there when you said that. I didn't realize.
Hey,
that.
Maybe it was. Okay, maybe I'm subtly. I don't know. But yeah, I mean, I've got a couple concussions myself, and I tell you, I've been loving podcasting for how it's like made me a better communicator and stuff like that. So. Who are some of your favorite podcasters, and like what got you into podcasting? I know I kind of asked this already, but more specifically, like what's your goal and shit? Like,
so I kind of have a deep answer to that question. So
beauty.
So when I was in grade 12, I had like the craziest, worst anxiety, and it was anxiety that was like, it's a little early right now, but it was anxiety about like, you know, like the world and all the unanswered questions that you are really like, that you can really think deep about.
For sure.
And I think that maybe part of that had to do with me smoking a lot of weed.
Yeah, did you do a little weed too early?
Yeah.
I got lucky enough. I didn't drink until I was 23. Didn't do weed till I was 25.
Really?
So thankfully, I avoided a little bit of that. But sorry, continue. Yeah.
So I was in grade 12 and I started smoking weed, and I think that just opens up your mind. Yeah. So like you're thinking about you're thinking in depths that you've never really thought about before. So anyways, I was getting anxious though, and I found Joe Rogan's podcast, and Joe Rogan was one of the only, after probably about 6 months of being super anxious and being like, holy fuck, like people even really think this way. I went to a couple of my friends and told them like some of the ways that I was thinking, and just being like, oh, like, this is kind of overwhelming. Like, you know, like what happens to you after you die and blah blah blah. Yeah. And not even being able to have those conversations with some of my friends because they just were like, dude, you're fucked. Like, what do you know? So
totally.
Listening to Joe Rogan and listening to him talk to anybody, or Neil deGrasse Tyson, or even just Joe Rogan himself, like
totally, it solves. That show is like this the solution to anxiety. I love it, and you know, it's so interesting too that just talking to people it can help so much with that. You know, like. I probably didn't even know that I had anxiety growing up. I think we all have it. I feel like it's white culture to have anxiety.
I hate saying that kinda. I don't love telling that story or being like, oh, like I had anxiety, because I had it. This is a past tense thing. Yeah. I've cured my anxiety. My anxiety is no more. Yeah. Like I literally don't have anxiety. Yeah. I think that everything that you say becomes true, and everything that you start with I am or I have becomes true. Like if you're like, you know, I'm grateful, I'm okay, I am happy, you know, I'm content. Yeah. The more you say that, the more you believe that, and it becomes very true.
For sure.
So the more you say I have depression, I have have anxiety. It becomes true. But I'm not just saying that. I actually have been able to completely cure my anxiety and depression just by being grateful and always looking at the
that's
bright
what
side.
a lot of people, that's the modern day critique to like therapy, is I forget the name of the lady, but she was on Joe Rogan, but she's this like lady that basically fights against therapy.
Yeah.
She's like, don't do it. Don't be talking about your problems. It only makes them worse.
Yeah.
And like, have you ever went to therapy?
So my parents tried to like stuff me into therapy. They tried to make me take all the ADHD medication and anti-anxiety medication and this and that. And I think like lots of Canadians struggle with like not getting enough sunlight and being down in the dumps in the winter.
For sure.
When I was young, that would happen to me without me realizing. So
even in hockey season, man.
I
found that whenever fucking October rolled around, I would just be like, "We're here again." Yeah. And it was almost like I had depression in summer.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Yeah. So.
Well, like I guess so. Like I never was like, I'm depressed.
Yeah.
But my teachers would go to my parents and be like, Ben seems out of it.
Did you go to a private school growing up?
No.
No.
Pretty much though. Like I only had like 14 kids in my class.
Oh yeah. That's pretty yuppie. Yeah.
Yeah. Like there was never. It's just a tiny town, right? Like
okay.
400 people that.
Yeah.
In this town, so
any black people there?
No. No, man, it's funny, and still there isn't.
You ever been with a black girl?
Yeah, my current girlfriend is like half black.
Dude, fuck yeah.
Yeah, even when I was in high school, I was with a girl who was half black too.
Yes.
But
yes.
I
the hype is real.
The hype is real, eh? Fuck, the stereotypes are real too. I'm just kidding, boys. Shit. Maybe, I don't know.
Well, for
stereotypes are stereotypes for a fucking reason.
Fair enough, yeah.
Just depends on what ones you're thinking of here.
I was with a Spanish girl for a long time.
Yeah.
And it's like, I'd like to say, like 8 years. And I'd like to say that she didn't try to stab me, but she did. So it's like, I would like to say she didn't try to push me down the stairs, but she did.
Yeah, but I was there.
Yeah. So it's
That's
like,
funny.
you know, it is what it is. So, yeah, man.
Joe
so
Rogan,
getting you into podcast. Yeah, and he inspired you. Gotcha.
I like
love
Joe
it.
Rogan.
Love it.
I like Theo Vaughn is my absolute favorite now.
Dude, he's awesome. You know what's interesting? How long have you been watching Theo's pod? Like quite a few years?
Not long.
Not long? Man, you got to go back and watch some of the older ones too. Like his pod has gone through phases.
Yeah.
Have you seen the one where he interviewed Trump?
Yeah.
Like back in the day, he used to do a lot of solo pods where it was like him just like reflecting. They're a lot like my solo pod. I love Theo Vaughn too.
Yeah.
And you got if you're new on him, man, you see the ones where he's always got the guest and all that. Like he's great with a guest, but he's great by himself too.
Right.
Like it's like
I've listened to a couple solos with him.
Yeah.
I listened to Spit and Chicklets.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Curfew.
Yeah.
Those are hockey podcasts.
Mm-hmm.
Missing Curfew's a little much. I feel like they're trying to be like 20 years old still. Fuck.
Yeah, that's
like
what I don't do the hockey podcast that much because like I find sometimes they're being a bit too broy. Where it's like you can be broy, but like also people are watching for like some insights. They want to learn about you. They don't want to just hear about what you did the other night drinking or whatever.
Drinking every time. Yeah, that's what Missing Curfew's turned into, kind of like
exactly.
Super broy.
Yeah.
But yeah, I like those and I'm trying to think of any other ones, but no, I don't think so.
So what are you going to New York for?
So I'm a business owner, so we did...
Can we talk about your business a bit, or do you not want to?
For sure, yeah. So I have a window cleaning business, and then I also do asphalt subcontracting for parking lots and line painting and stuff like that. And then I do sales for Northern Lights Install, which is a permanent lighting business, and I'm going there with the two owners of Northern Lights Install. And,
it's a business trip.
Yeah, so the boys have been on waiting lists in Canada for a while here to get Rolexes.
Oh, shit.
But you can go fly to the States and go get a Rolex.
Yeah, we came and we had a bit of a white contest today because you rolled up in your BMW, and I was like, what kind of BMW is that? Mind you, you win because yours is like $100,000 brand new nice one. But we put him on the line, dude. He's got, what do you got again? You've got a 230i.
Yeah, it's a 230i coupe and not to sound like I did any of this, but it has every single upgrade in it too. So
sick. How much horsepower does it have?
It looks like 300-ish.
300-ish.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd like to see. We should have a race this
That one
this
would
summer.
be faster for sure.
It's
no?
pretty fast. It's got 350, and dude, it's fast as fuck.
Yeah.
So yeah, so you've got the what year is it?
2024.
Oh my.
Yeah. And
Okay,
I pulled
so
it
you
out of the
win.
showroom,
You
actually. So
Dude.
we're gonna get really white here.
This is horrible for us. This is horrible for us. I paid 17 for mine.
Yeah, that's pretty sick though. Because yours is
Well, I'm a
clean.
collector. I like that older era. Like,
Uh-huh.
I bet you yours. You don't put the key even in like the thing. It's just
No.
you set it in there and then it push the button.
Yeah.
See, when they started doing the buttons in like 2008 and stuff, because I've owned about 27 BMWs in my life.
real?
Yeah, because I built up, man. I'm not from a wealthy family,
Yeah,
so like
neither
I
am I at all,
I
just
had to
be
like
clear.
flip my dude. Is your business doing that well,
Yeah, I'd say.
or did you like lease the car?
Like you say, everything too, like everything.
I guess
that
I don't want to put you on
do-
blast with asking you if you lease your
So
cars.
I'll be 100% honest. So I had a big truck. I had it was a 2500 HD GMC 2015. It's like my favorite looking truck. It was awesome. But
I'm a
fuck,
Ford
it
guy.
was so bad on. I have a Ford now.
Yeah.
So it was so bad on gas. Like, oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
I
Like,
have my Ford. I love it, dude. It's a '97. It has a little 4.2 liter V8 in it.
Yeah.
Fuel efficient, just beauty. You can put 2,000. Like what I love about Fords, man, because I was an industrial courier for a little while I was in uni. Like,
Yeah.
so I'd take a half-ton truck and I'd be delivering like construction materials and shit. And I was using for a while I used my parents' GMC truck. For a while I used a Ford truck. Dude, you put 1,200 pounds in the box of payload. We're talking payload. You put 1,200 pounds in a 1,500 GMC. That thing is fucking looking at the sky. It can barely drive. But a Ford, the payload is like double what a GMC is. I don't know if it was an era issue, like the years that I was using, but the Fords, you put 2,000 pounds in the back of a 1,500. It's fucking good. Or an
Yeah.
F-150. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah,
It's
yeah, yeah.
F-150 same as 1,500. That thing's fine.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm a Ford guy all around, and I also
Yeah.
find the handling of the GMCs, they feel very boaty, like
Yeah,
big.
they do.
The Fords are just like finesse,
Yeah.
you know. But then they always have power steering issues, probably because of something to do with that. But I like the
Maybe.
steering in the Fords, so.
Yeah.
But
So I had
this
the
summer, if
GMC.
you're around here, we gotta do a little off the line with our cars and see
100%,
how the old M3 does against the
The new.
brand new 230i.
Yeah.
Yeah. Fuck. That's
Yeah.
sick, man. I
Um,
kind of got to see the inside of that thing. Not gonna lie.
Yeah, you can come
Yeah.
check it out.
Yeah.
It's got some damage on the outside. Somebody frickin' sideswiped me.
Oh,
I
yeah.
went to go work for the weekend and came home and fucking I was like, no way.
You were
Yeah,
you were
yeah,
driving
yeah,
drunk
fucking
late at
car.
night and you sideswiped somebody else, didn't you?
Yeah,
No,
yeah,
I'm
sure.
just kidding. I'm just kidding.
fucking crashed into
You know
a
what though?
stop sign.
You know what though, dude? The thing about that is the values of the cars is like so good that at any point, get yourself a package policy. I don't know if you roll with a package policy
You
all the
have
time.
to with the new ones, the
Fair-
brand new
oh,
ones.
fair
you
enough.
have to get one.
There you go.
Yeah.
So yeah, but like my point is at any point, just go make a claim. You'll make money off of the claim
Yeah.
when you fix that shit. Like
Yeah.
like my M3 has hail damage, but like at any point, which I don't love, but at any point I can just take it in and be like, it has hail damage. I could write it off. They're gonna give me $30K for the
Yeah.
car, and I've only paid 17.
Beauty.
So it's like, when I saw the hail damage when I was buying it, I was like, this is a gift.
Yeah,
This isn't a
yeah,
curse.
yeah.
I don't mind these little dings. At any point, I can take this thing in and get rid of it if it's too damaged.
Yeah.
Boom.
Boom.
So.
So yeah, so I had that truck. It was so hard on fuel, and I was spending like so much on fuel, running around doing quotes for my business and stuff. And I was like, "Fuck this! I'm gonna get a car." So I really wanted to get a Toyota 4Runner. To be honest, I love those. And but I was looking, couldn't find one. And I was like, "Okay, I'm gonna get a BMW." And then I found this one in Regina, and I was like, "Yeah, what would you guys give me for my truck?" And they gave me like way more than I thought. So I was like, "Yep, fuck it."
Yeah.
And then yeah, so it's
Can we
not
get-
a
can we-
leased car, but I do like make payments on it. It's not like
Okay.
I fucking just
Can we
bought
can
it.
we get a little more into your business? Like I'm super curious because like I'm a business owner as well, but I do properties, right? Like on this street
Oh,
alone,
nice.
I have 3 houses,
Nice.
and like I rent them and stuff like that. And but like in the window industry, do you have to work hard? Do you like work 9 to 5 all week, or like do you like and does it do pretty well? Because I know that people
Yeah.
will pay a lot of money to fucking have their windows cleaned and shit. Do you mostly do businesses or?
No, so everybody always asks, do you mostly do businesses? The money's in residential, so doing houses, we could do 5 houses.
I just saw your energy drop. Now I feel like I don't want to talk about your because it feels like work. I'm sorry. We don't have to talk about your business.
No, it's all
so
good.
you clean the windows.
I'll tell
Do you
about
make
it.
more money on like the asphalt or the windows?
In the last 2 years, if you looked at how much money that I've made and looked at how I got the money,
IRS, stop listening. CRA, stop listening.
It would be windows for sure, because I just haven't had as many parking lot jobs.
Yeah.
There's only so many parking lots.
How many employees do you have?
Currently, none, because it's
Okay.
off season right now.
Okay.
So asphalt and window cleaning is in summer, right?
So you kind of get the winter off then, hey?
Yeah.
Okay, back to hockey now though. So with you getting the winters off, do you still get on the ice? Do you play
Never,
adult
no,
safe?
no.
You gave it up, hey?
Yeah.
How long have you
All
been
the
not?
concussions screwed
Oh,
me.
so you kind
I'm
of.
then like recovering
but-
from concussions.
But
for the
maybe
last
why
2
not play like
years.
a non-contact league? Like I'm in.
Everybody asks me that too. I just don't have the desire at all.
Quit making me feel like I'm everybody. I'm me.
Everybody
I'm
always
me.
asks.
I'm asking, not everybody. So, so would you ever like to get back on the ice and play some some
No.
adult safe or?
No.
No, you have no. Dude, you want to know what's interesting? Is I know I just said I came back to it, but like in my mid-20s, I was the same way where I'd had enough of it.
Yeah.
You can call it like a toxic environment. You can call it whatever you want, but I had enough. And you're the pinnacle of the toxic environment. But like I had a bit of and it's fine. I think it's not. I think it's fine. But
Yeah.
sometimes you need a break from it,
Mhm.
and then you can come back to it. But like, what's made you kind of just be like, I'm done with it? What made you do that? Just was it a doctor thing where he's like, can't play anymore? Man?
So the concussions, they add up, and then you get to a point where you've had 7 or 8 concussions, and then you're like, you get your bell rung lightly, and it's like you got your bell rung hard as fuck. So
Oh, you got a bit of a glass chin now?
yeah, like literally, like so even like 2 weeks ago, I smoked my head on a ladder, and I just didn't go to work for like a week because I was just like, fuck this.
Sick and dizzy and
Yeah, dizzy and nauseous, and so I was playing college. I got in a fight, slipped out, and whiplash, smoked my head on the ice, cracked my head open. Have a huge scar on the back of my head.
Yeah,
went
I
out
separated
the
my
whole
shoulder. I had to get
Oh,
it
yeah.
reconstructed. Do you have
Yeah,
any
yeah,
shoulder
yeah.
separations or any
Yeah,
others?
so dislocated this shoulder 3 times and tore my rotator cuff in this shoulder.
Yeah, just so you know too, this man. I don't know if you guys have ever. What's that fucking movie that drug addict guy did where he's like the fighter? It's like a hockey movie, and that guy who used to play Stifler plays the main character.
Yeah,
Goon. So the movie Goon is based on a real thing. I want you guys to know we got a gem right here in the room. He has all these injuries and concussions for things that he did for guys like me. These guys
Yeah.
protect us on the ice. These guys are the best guys in hockey. So respect for that. All right.
Cheers.
And so
That's why,
Yeah.
lots of guys maybe don't realize that too.
They don't.
think that it's just like, oh, they're just fighting a fight, or
Yeah.
or maybe girls don't realize that either.
yeah,
You're doing it for your
guys.
brothers. You know,
Yeah.
you're it's a brotherhood. You all have a common goal. You eat, sleep, drink, play, bleed, sweat together
for your
as
boys.
a team. And so so then eventually, there's going to be guys who you got to shake down for your
Yeah.
boys.
so let's jump to before we kind of call it. So when we get you to the airport where you need to be for your trip here, like, so what's kind of the vision for the Noise Room podcast? And do you have any cool guests coming up? Like, what kind of you plan to get? Because I didn't expect this to be more sports talk, but it's whatever. Like, I interview a lot of comedians, a lot of like academic people. What's your vision for the pod? Because I know you're only on episode like 7 or 8.
Yeah. 6 even,
Yeah.
maybe?
Yeah. So what are some of the
Oh,
guests
for
you have
sure.
coming up? What's the vision for the podcast?
So the vision is clips, getting bigger with clips and being funny and having interesting conversations and being like Joe Rogan and Theo Vaughn. You know what I mean?
So you're starting by not hoping that people kind of watch the full shit. You're trying to do the clip. You're trying to do the big
Kinda,
episodes, get
like-
the clips, and then do
Yeah.
the social media thing.
Because the clips is like, I feel like
That's where it's at.
people aren't gonna like just click your
No,
fucking
because we're
YouTube
nobodies.
video.
We're
Yeah,
nobodies. So
exactly.
who's gonna watch?
Yeah.
And I've been experiencing that for years, dude. Like I said,
yeah.
you've been doing it since you were 17, so that's 7 years. But me as well. I started when I was like 23, 24, so your age.
Right.
And now here I am, a
Yeah.
fucking unk, And it's like, so,
Well, this has been a funny podcast, though. Like anybody who's listening and is still listening should should be like, oh yeah, this is good. Send it to your buddy or something.
There you go. I think
Hopefully
so
they
too. But
fucking, like-
but it takes time. It takes like I feel like people do not listen to you until you're like you've almost like they can write you off because it's like this guy's fucking 45 and he's still doing it. It's like but then once you've proven that you'll give it your entire life to it, people are like, okay, let's listen.
Yeah.
But you have to give your entire self to a thing. It's crazy, man.
Yeah. I want to get higher quality cameras, higher quality mics, higher quality everything. So
get after
my
it.
clips are higher quality.
Yeah, man. Well, get a mirrorless camera. Again, we're getting inside baseball, but like, get a mirrorless camera. That's the best one. They're Amazon. You can sometimes find them for like $300 to $500. Get a couple of them. Mics. These are like $50.
Yeah.
It's like, or get the Shure ones or these the Pile ones as well. They're like you'll pay a little bit more money, but they never fuck up, which is what's good about them.
Right.
So, and then to do with the editing, you know what though, man? This is what I'll say. We're gonna end the episode and we're gonna say a little bit more. That's kind of technical stuff, but yeah, thanks for coming on the show today, man.
Yeah.
That's been Ben Couvier. Go check him out on social media, right? You can find him at Ben Couvier. You can find him, the Noise Room Podcast. Yeah. Thanks for everything today, man.
Yeah, thank you. This has been my first ever
guest
appearance on somebody else's podcast. So
hell yeah, dude. I'm glad I found you. I found you in the rubble. You in the rubble.
Yeah, who knows? Yeah, watch me blow up and my podcast will be fucking huge and people will be coming back and being like, holy,
you're gonna be
this old clip from Ben and his podcast and his fucking before he got his hair transplant and everything.
Damn right, dude. I've had a few comedians on here like that are now famous that are like
really,
same thing. That their episodes on my show are kind of like retro.
Yeah, that's cool,
so,
man. Yeah.
All right, well that's Canadian Talk out, guys. Thanks for watching.
Thanks.
Yeah, dude. Fucking awesome.